We're doing a tune-up on a beach cruiser. Tune-ups consist of doing the gears, doing the brakes, wiping the bike down, lubing everything up, tightening everything, and make sure everything's nice and safe. So the first thing I'm going to look at today here is I'm just going to take a look at these brakes. So as you can see, when I grab this lever, it pulls all the way to the grip, which is no good. That means you have pretty much no brakes. Let's check the front brake. Pretty much does the same thing. First, you want to take a look at it and kind of get a feel what's going on. First thing I noticed right off the bat here is this brake pad is all loose. So see, it's all moving around right there. So let's start with tightening that up. This is a 3-way Allen wrench. It takes a size 5 Allen right here. So we're going to put this in here. I like to line it up with the rim, kind of hold it with my left hand and tighten it with the right. Make sure it's nice and straight. Give it a nice little tighten. All right, now that brake pad's nice and tight, not moving around anymore. I'm going to come over here to this side and check this one too, make sure it's nice and tight as well. All right, so those brakes are nice and tight. I'm going to spin the rim, take a look. Rim's pretty straight, not perfectly straight, but the straighter the rim, the better you can get the brake. So I'm going to tighten the cable now that we got the brake pads tight. Also number 5 right here. So first you loosen the cable. And then I like to grab it. Kind of got to yank on it a little bit. Get it to break loose. Let's see here. Alright, so actually what we have here is a frayed cable, so that's why it's not pulling tight. All the wires right here are all messed up, so I actually got to replace this inner cable. So to start with that, what I like to do is I'm just going to cut it on this side so I don't have to pull the boot over the frayed cable right there. So I'm just going to pull the boot off and get rid of that. Pull this out from the brake. This is called a brake noodle right here. I'm going to pull the brake noodle off. I'm going to set this to the side. I'm going to pull the housing off. So we take the housing off the line. Okay, to take the line out, the inner brake cable, you have to line up these barrels. So that way there's a slit right here with the lever. So once you get that lined up, that'll come straight out. Drop the cable out, boom. Now let's grab a new cable. 1 second. Okay, here's our brand new cable. They come nice and long so you can cut them to size. So pull the lever open, put the brake end inside the lever, put it through the slit that you originally took it out of, and then you like to thread the barrel all the way down first. Maybe give it a little bit of room so you could still thread it in if you need, if it's too tight, but we're going to start with that. Then we're going to put our brake housing back on. The housing's fine, it was just the inner line. So put the line through the housing, slide that all the way up, and you got your brake noodle. We got to put this back on. Put this through the noodle, slide that all the way up. Then you hook the noodle right here into this brake. Bam. All right. We're going to use this rubber boot because it helps it look nicer. Nice and clean. Gonna slide the rubber boot all the way up to the tip here. That goes right over that. So now we got our new line in, we got our housing on and our noodle. Now I just got to hook the cable back up. So right up here on this side of the brake, just put this underneath the bolt in the washer. That's what holds it tight. And I like to get on this side, push them all the way together till it stops. And then we tighten that up. It was nice and loose, so let's get that all the way tight. All right, nice and tight. My line, I like to take it down to the bottom right here, and you got to use these special cable cutters because if you don't use cable cutters, it will fray the line. Cable cutters help with that. Okay, so now the new inner brake cable line's on there, housing's all set. So we're gonna pull this lever and see how it feels. Feels nice and stiff. Also, with these inner cables, they like to stretch out. So when you first put it on, it's gonna feel super tight. So that's why I like to grab the lever, give it a few squeezes, and kind of pre-stretch it. That way it doesn't stretch out for the customer when they get the bike back. So I'm gonna give it a couple of squeezes. All right, it feels like it's all pre-stretched. So now we're gonna look down here again and see, make sure that the brakes are even on both sides. You want an even gap from the brake pad and the rim on both sides. Looks like the brake pad on this side is touching the rim and this one isn't. So the way we fix this is this little screw on the side of the brake. When I thread this in, it's gonna pull the brake pad off the rim and it's gonna push this one closer. So let's thread that in a little bit. Grab a tool here. This is just a little Phillips screwdriver on. Give it a couple turns. And you pull your brake again. It kind of resets it. Then take a look again. Give it a spin. So this here, what you're seeing, why the tire stops, is because this rim is not perfectly straight. It's actually kind of wobbly like an S. So the straighter the rim, the tighter you can get the brake. What I'm going to do is I'm going to straighten this rim just a little bit so it doesn't rub on that brake pad. So I'm actually going to grab my spoke wrench, Park Tool spoke wrench, and when I spin the rim, you want to see where it stops, where it hits. So it's hitting right here on the rim on this side. So I'm going to grab the spoke on this side and tighten it so it pulls it off the brake pad. So when you're looking at the spokes, you want to pretend you're coming through the top and righty, so this way would tighten it. It seems like you're going to the left, which would be loosening it, but when you're threading it this way, it's actually tightening. So I'm going to give that a 360, give it a spin again. It's pretty good. It's got a couple rubs in it because this rim's not perfectly straight, so we're going to find everywhere it's hitting and tighten those spokes. Give it another, either 180 or a 360. You don't want to spin it too much. Start small and work your way up. Okay, that's looking pretty good. Grab the lever again, kind of reset it. Give it another spin. Don't hear any rubs. Looks good. So now to finish this up and make it look all nice, you put your brake cable end on there. So you got another special tool here. Cable crimper and cutter. So what I like to do is I like to put the cable end in the crimper first, and then I put it on the wire, slide it on there. So once you have it on there, then you give it a good squeeze. Now you have this nice clean cable end so it won't fray out or poke anybody. And then I like to tuck this behind the spring right here. Bam. So we got a new inner cable, we trued up the rim a little bit, housing's fine, brake lever feels great now, wheel spins good. I'd say that front brake is done. Still have to do the same on the back brake over here. I like to start by spinning the wheel, checking how it looks, see how bent the rim is. This rim's also a little bent, but we're gonna do the same thing we did on the first rim. We're going to make sure these brake pads are straight and tight first. So I grab the pad, take a look, make sure it's straight, tighten that up. We're going to come on this side of the bike, do the same thing on this side. Yep, this one was loose too. Good thing we did that. Okay. So I'm going to see if I could tighten this cable without having to replace the inner. Also, these inner cables, what happens is once they get all rusty, sometimes they'll rust inside the housing. So when you go to pull the lever, if it's not smooth, if it doesn't feel nice and smooth, you would want to replace that inner cable. But this still feels pretty smooth, so I'd say it's okay. It's not fraying out like the front one, so we're just going to tighten this one up. I grab my 5mm Allen, pull it tight. First you loosen it, then you pull it tight, and you tighten it back up again. So when you're using the old cable, it's already stretched out, so you're not gonna try to pre-stretch it or anything. I'm just resetting the brake to see how it looks now that I got the cable tight. So what I'm seeing here is there's a lot of space on this side of the pad, but not a lot of space on this side. So we're going to do this screw here to pull this brake pad off the rim a little bit. Give it a couple turns, reset the brake, see what's going on. This rim is pretty bent, so I'm probably going to have to do some wheel truing on this one. But I'm still going to try to just get the pads a little more centered. So when you tighten this one, it pulls the brake pad off the rim this way. When you loosen this one, it lets it fall in. So we're going to loosen this one a little bit. We're trying to get this pad off the rim this way. So, see what I did here? Yeah, we're gonna have to true this rim. This rim's pretty bent, so let's grab my spoke wrench once again. So these spokes, they're 14 gauge, so you gotta find it on the wrench. They're all numbered, so 14 for the 14 gauge. And we're gonna true these spokes again. Get this rim a little straighter, so. I'm gonna look to where it hits the pad. Now I'm gonna come on the other side of the pad and tighten this side. That way it pulls it off the brake pad. Okay, let's give it a spin. Okay, it's hitting right here as well. So we're gonna tighten this one and this one. We're just gonna spin it again. Gonna keep going until we get this thing straight. Okay, it's hitting right there as well. So, and tighten some more. Tighten this. Yep, this rim was definitely pretty bent. So, usually you could take the rim off, the whole wheel off, and you could put it on a truing stand. I'm showing you the quick way to do it while it's on the bike. A lot of people like to take the wheel off and use a real truing stand, but you could kind of use the brake pads as a truing stand as well, if you just need to do it on the fly. There we go. Got a couple spokes tightened up, and now the rim free spins. So I'd say we're pretty good. We're gonna check our lever again, see how it feels. So in the beginning, you remember the levers were pulling to the grips. Not anymore. Now they're nice and tight. Brakes feel really good. Give it a spin. The wheel spins good. Wheels are spinning good. I'd say our brakes are pretty good.